Hi everyone, welcome to Difference Frames the World, a channel to find a real China. In today's China on the World video, we want to share China's perspectives on world affairs, based on Wang Wenbin's remarks on July 5, 2021. People's Daily asked, the US and the UK accused China of attempting to control international organizations, redefine the once universally agreed principles on which they are based, and weaponize them. Does China have any comments? Wang Wenbin answered, China is committed to upholding and practicing genuine multilateralism, which features win-win cooperation, not a zero-sum game, equity and justice, not bullying and hegemony, focus on actions, not empty words, respect for diversity, not self-supremacy. In recent years, the international community has been looking up to China to play a more significant role in international affairs. They want China to offer Chinese solutions and have its voice heard. As a permanent member of the UN Security Council and the second-largest contributor to the UN regular budget, China actively participates in international organizations, including the UN. More and more Chinese nationals are now working in international organizations, including the UN, assuming essential roles. Various sides have highly recognized their performance. However, the number of Chinese staff in international organizations is not in proportion with China's financial contributions and lags far behind Western countries like the US and the UK and some developing countries. For instance, at the UN Secretariat, there are currently 548 Chinese nationals, 1.5% of the total, which is only 22% that of the US and 70% that of the UK. When it comes to senior positions above the D level, there are only 19 Chinese nationals, one-third that of the UK and one-fifth that of the US. China will continue to work with the vast developing world to participate in international organizations' work to promote international cooperation and practice genuine multilateralism. The remarks you mentioned from the US and the UK are pure slanders. The international community has a fair conclusion as to who is practicing hegemony and unilateralism globally, suppressing international organizations and other countries with financial domination. Reuters asked, the United Arab Emirates said it is offering mRNA vaccines as a booster shot for those who have been given Sinopharm vaccines. Have any countries that use Chinese vaccines expressed concerns about their effectiveness? And does China plan to import foreign vaccines for local use to supplement Chinese vaccines? Wang Wenbin, I think I answered similar questions last week. I want to reiterate that Chinese vaccines have earned a good reputation in the international community, with their safety and efficacy widely recognized. To date, over 100 countries have approved Chinese vaccines, and the WHO has included vaccines by Sinopharm and Sinovac into its emergency use listing. More than 30 foreign leaders have taken the lead in getting inoculated with Chinese vaccines. The first batches of vaccines that have arrived in many developing nations are from China. They refer to the Chinese doses as timely rain. Many foreign government leaders, medical experts and medical staff have shown their fellow countrymen and the whole world that Chinese vaccines are safe and effective. The doses have contributed to the fight against the virus around the world, especially in developing countries. I also noted positive coverage on this in mainstream media a couple of days ago. The safety and efficacy of Chinese vaccines are recognized across the world. CCTV asked, Australia is preventing Papua New Guinea from using the Chinese vaccines. Does China have any comments? Wang Wenbin replied, those in Australia who take advantage of vaccine issues to engage in political manipulation and bullying coercion are insensitive to the lives and health of the people in PNG. What they've done is a breach of the fundamental humanitarian spirit and gravely undermines global anti-pandemic cooperation. China voices its deep concern over and firm opposition to such irresponsible behavior. China is committed to forging a community of health for all. We always see vaccines as a global public good and do our utmost to help developing countries save more innocent lives. We have no geopolitical agenda and political conditions. We urge the Australian side to stop disrupting and undermining vaccine cooperation between China and Pacific Island countries. It should help protect people's health and well-being in island countries and advance international anti-pandemic cooperation with concrete actions. Shenzhen TV asked, Tom Burt, a Microsoft vice president, said at a U.S. House of Representatives Judiciary Committee hearing on June 30 that in the last 5 years, Microsoft had received 2,400 to 3,500 secrecy orders a year to obtain user data from U.S. law enforcement, and that U.S. courts provided little meaningful oversight. Does China have any comments? Wang Wenbin answered, "I've noted reports on this. As facts have proven repeatedly, the U.S. has been forcing companies to install backdoors and obtain user data in violation of relevant rules. The U.S. itself is the top threat to global cybersecurity. It has long been taking advantage of its advanced tech capacity to run invasive surveillance on people at home and abroad, and steal various types of data, and violate all kinds of privacy. The Patriot Act adopted after September 11 requires cyber companies to offer regular updates on user information. This move has drawn much attention from around the world. France's CNIL decided in December last year that the French websites of Google and Amazon breached relevant French law. They enabled cookies on users' terminals without obtaining prior consent and providing adequate information. Earlier, Ireland asked Facebook to suspend the transmission of the European Union user data to the US. A decade ago, Snowden disclosed the PRISM project. Recently, the EU leaders were furious about the wiretapping. A massive pile of facts proves that the US is the empire of hackers and the master of theft of secrets. And yet, it uses the banner of upholding cybersecurity to suppress foreign companies and tout the so-called clean network that excludes specific countries. Perhaps the US is convinced that it must have complete liberty while others cannot. It clearly shows that the US is not seeking to uphold cybersecurity, but keeps competitors down and maintains its hegemony in cyberspace. Its practice stands in stark contrast with the purpose and principles of the global initiative on data security proposed by China. We call on the international community to jointly expose and reject US practices that endanger global cybersecurity and undermine global rules. Associated Press of Pakistan asked, Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan praised the Chinese leadership and the CPC for pulling out several hundred million people from absolute poverty. Do you have any comments? Wang Wenbin, I've noted relevant reports. Prime Minister Imran Khan also said that the CPC has found a unique model and brought enormous development for the Chinese society in its own way, beating many Western democracies. We appreciate these remarks. Lately, many foreign political parties, leaders and people from various sectors have extended congratulations to the CPC on its 100-year birthday. They said that the CPC, committed to its founding mission, has overcome all kinds of difficulties, united and led the Chinese nation to outstanding social and economic development. The century-long journey of the CPC is 100 years that shook the world. As President Xi Jinping pointed out at the ceremony celebrating the first centenary of the CPC, socialism with Chinese characteristics is a fundamental achievement of the party and the people. It forged through innumerable hardships and great sacrifices. It is the right path for us to achieve national rejuvenation. As we have upheld and developed socialism with Chinese characteristics and driven coordinated progress in material, political, cultural, ethical, social, and ecological terms, we have pioneered a new and uniquely Chinese path to modernization and created a new model for human advancement. The CPC and the Chinese people will continue to press ahead on the way we have chosen. As the press conference is very long, we have to break it into 2 parts, and here is part 1. We will try to upload part 2 late today or early tomorrow. Stay tuned. As we said in a previous video, we will gradually move all China on World Affairs videos to a new channel, independent from the DFTW. The new channel already includes all COWA videos. Viewers can click the link in the description and the pinned comment to subscribe to the new COWA channel. Thank you so much for your time on this video. If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and share them with people you know. We publish videos daily and post long videos on topics viewers are interested in once or twice a week. If you have anything you want to share with us,